Is that George?
Oh, I think so. Just a minute, George. Coming. Just a minute. George, what is it?
Oh, good. I'm glad you're up. You gotta come quick.
What's going on?
Out back. You've gotta come see.
See what?
Out back.
See what out back?
Come on, you'll see. Hurry! It's this way. Follow me.
George, we know where out back is.
What's going on?
Don't know. We're running out back.
Why?
Don't know.
Well, I'm coming with you.
Watch your step through here. There are lots of chairs and tables.
We know that, George.
Hey!
Come on, hurry. Come on, you gotta see this.
See what, George?
Oh, shoot.
What's the matter?
It's gone.
What's gone?
The thing in the woods.
What thing?
I'm not sure.
George, what are you talking about?
I was in bed asleep, and all of a sudden I woke up and couldn't remember whether I'd closed the garage doors. Well, you know me. There was no going back to sleep until I'd checked. Boy, caretaking. So I put on my robe and boots and went down the back steps to check. Oh, yeah, and I got my flashlight.
George, would you please get to the point?
I am, Dick. As I was coming around the corner of the garage, I saw some kind of a thing in the woods. It was all shiny with lights, and it came up out of the trees and just hovered there.
Sounds like a helicopter.
No, it wasn't a helicopter, Dick. It didn't make any noise. And when I say lights, I mean hundreds of lights.
Maybe it was a blimp.
Well, it wasn't shaped like a blimp.
How big was this thing?
Oh, big. What do you mean by big?
Was it bigger than a car?
Oh, yes. Well, what kind of a car?
Whatever you saw, George, it's gone now.
Dick, what do you think it was?
Could have been anything. Could be swamp gas, a weather balloon, invaders from another planet.
Dick.
Well, whatever it was, I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
Hey, what's going on out here?
Oh, nothing.
I saw a UFO
That's not for sure, George.
A UFO? Where?
in the woods.
Yeah, but it's gone now. Everything's fine.
He really saw a UFO?
Well, we don't know what he saw, but whatever he saw, it's gone now, and we're not going to find out what it was at this late hour. Leslie, why don't you show the Tylers back to their room? In fact, why don't we all try to get some sleep, and we'll check it out in the morning.
But if you saw a UFO...
Well, we'll deal with it in the morning.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Well, I'm sorry I bothered you, but I thought you should know.
George, don't be sorry. We're glad you feel comfortable enough with us, so if something's bothering you, you feel like you can tell us about it. Right, Dick?
Right. No matter how ungodly an hour it is.
I was just afraid if I waited till morning, I wouldn't know whether it actually happened or whether I dreamed it.
Well, at least now you know you didn't dream it.
Unless I'm dreaming this.
Why don't you go to bed, George?
I'll try. Night.
Good night, George.
All right. Oh, come on.
Dick, what do you really think it was?
I don't know. I always hate getting up in the middle of the night. I feel terrible the next day.
No, Dick, it's possible that what George saw was real. There have been a lot of UFO sightings in Vermont in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose we were being visited. Why would people from another planet pick Vermont?
Schools.
Come on, honey, I'm serious.
Honey, can we try to get back to sleep?
What if there is such a thing as life on other planets?
We aren't going to get back to sleep, are we?
Well, I mean, it's just so incredible to think about. I mean, suppose there are two creatures just like us somewhere out there in the universe.
Well, I hope the one like me is getting some sleep.
Leslie,
This French toast is fantastic. It makes me feel like I'm back in Paris.
When were you in Paris, Kirk?
Once during the toast season.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. I'll get you breakfast.
Oh, my. Is this a joke, or are you two planning to look that way all day?
I didn't get much sleep last night, Kirk.
Oh, how come? Passion, barking dog, family tragedy?
George saw something last night and woke us up, and we couldn't get back to sleep.
What did he see?
We're not sure. Just unidentified object in the woods that appeared to be flying.
You're saying George saw a spaceship?
We're not saying that.
That's crazy.
Here you go.
How about you, Leslie? Did you see any Martians last night?
You told Kirk?
Yes. But don't you tell anyone else. This isn't the kind of thing we should be talking about in front of the GUESTS.
Good, Dick. We can spell, but they can't.
All I'm trying to say, until we find out what it is, let's not get everybody excited.
Well, I don't think anyone's going to be excited because crazy George saw a spaceship.
Quit saying crazy and spaceship. I mean, that's just what I'm worried about. That with a guy like George, people are going to make fun of him. The quieter we keep this, the better.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, George.
Hi, George.
Hi, George. How are you this morning?
Fine.
I'll get you breakfast.
That's okay. I'm not very hungry this morning.
Are you still upset about last night?
Well, I guess a little. Did you tell him?
About the moon men?
Kirk, please.
After I left your room, I couldn't get back to sleep.
I wouldn't be concerned, George. Whatever it is, I'm sure there's an explanation.
I bet I know the explanation.
You do?
Yes. George, do you ever find yourself looking forward to having a drink?
Look, George, we're going to get this cleared up today. Dick's going to go into town with you, and you'll check with the sheriff and the airport, the weather bureau, the local radio station. We're going to see if anybody else saw what you saw.
George, do you find yourself only associating with people who enjoy alcohol?
Eat your toast, Kirk. George, it would help if you can give us a description of what you saw.
All I know is it was shiny with lights and hovered, and it was shaped something like,
Like a bottle?
George, was it shaped like a saucer?
No, it was more like a cup. It came up out of the trees like this and just hovered there for a minute without making any noise. That was when I ran up and got you guys. I was only gone a second, so it must have just taken off. I'm sorry, I'll go clean that up.
Sounds like bourbon brains to me.
According to this, there have been over 400 UFO sightings in the state of Vermont.
Really?
Yeah. The first one was in 1937 by a nurse, Rachel Kent. The next one was in 1941 by a retired Air Force Colonel, John Singer. Then, between 1944 and 1956, there were 84 sightings by a guy named Willie Nugget. I guess we can't count Willie.
I don't think so.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Mr. Pfeiffer.
Hello.
Could we have our bill, please? We're going to check out.
Oh, fine. Don't move. Hope you enjoyed your stay.
We had a wonderful time. My wife loved this place.
I'm glad.
Yes, I never heard her go on so. She loved the bedspreads, the curtains, the towels, the pillow shams. I mean, you name it, she loved it.
Well, good. Then I hope we'll be seeing you again.
I'm sure you will.
I'm ready, honey.
What's that, dear?
Our dirty clothes. Come on, let's go.
What dirty clothes? All our stuff is in the suitcase.
Will you just shut up and come on?
Mrs. Pfeiffer? You wouldn't by any chance be taking our towels and our bedspread and our pillow shams, would you?
Dorothy. What? I can't believe you're stealing from these people. Now, you put that down right now and get out to the car.
Then you give them back their pens.
give them back their pens. And their ashtrays, too. And their light bulbs. Now, you satisfied? Come on, let's get out of here while we still have some shred of dignity left.
We had a lovely time.
And if you think I'm going to take you on another vacation, you're living in a dream world.
That's outrageous. How can people live like that?
Pretty cheaply, I imagine. Oh, good, you're back. What'd you find out?
Nothing. We talked to the sheriff and the people at the airport. No one reported anything. There were no weather balloons or planes in the area. Whatever it was, there doesn't seem to be any explanation.
According to them, I'm the only one who saw anything.
So what do you do now?
I don't know.
The sheriff and the people at the airport said that they have groups that investigate things like this.
You mean one of those UFO societies?
I think I should warn you, George, if you take it that far, you may be opening yourself up to a lot of ridicule and embarrassment.
But, Dick, if I saw something, don't I have a duty to report it?
I think George is right. Besides, there's always going to be a small group of ignorant people who are going to make fun of something like this. What's that?
Looks like a rock with a note tied to it.
What does it say?
George Utley is a nut.
Now, who would do something like that?
Sign the sheriff and the people at the airport. No, I'm sorry, George Utley isn't here. Can I take a message? I'm not going to take that message. Who is this? No, don't say a friend. I want your name. I mean, if you're going to use language like that, I want to know who you are. Because I want to know the kind of disgusting, small-minded coward I'm talking to. Muffin? Okay, Muffin, look. If you have something nasty to say about George, why don't you just tie it to a rock like everybody else? Sorry, George. I hope it didn't bother you. Just one crank.
You mean one more crank?
George, I know this is hard, but believe me, in 6 months, you'll look back on this and laugh.
I hope so. That'll give me something in common with the rest of the town.
Stratford Inn. I assume by Buck Rogers you're referring to our caretaker? No, he isn't here. Oh, really? Well, let me tell you something. It's people like you that give people a bad name.
What was that all about?
Oh, just another crank. I've heard from every crackpot and loose screw in the county. Oh, your mother called. Not about George. She said she wanted to talk to you.
Oh, well, I'll call her.
And, by the way, at the time, I'd just gotten about 5 straight crank phone calls in a row, so, if I said anything to offend her, tell her I'm sorry.
Okay.
Specifically, I may have used the words Cyclops and Chowderhead. Where have you two been?
We went for a walk in the woods.
Looking for landing sites, huh?
Well, we just felt so badly about George, we wanted to see if we could help.
You find anything?
The remnants of a campsite. But I doubt that aliens would have come all this way just to drink light beer.
How'd you do with the UFO Society?
Oh, they were very sympathetic, but they said with no evidence to support George's claim, there really wasn't anything they could do.
Dick, with no evidence, do you think George really did see something?
I think he believes he saw something.
But do you believe he saw something?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, what matters is that George is my friend, and I believe in that. Oh, great, another crank.
Let me take care of this one, Dick.
Thanks.
Hello? No, George Utley is not here. May I take a message? Really? You believe him? You saw it too? Oh, this is great. George is going to be so happy. I'll have him call you the minute he comes in. May I have your name? Willie Nugget.
Could I get another cup of coffee, please?
I'll beam it right over.
Mom, is that the man who saw the spaceship?
Shush. Now eat your lunch.
Can I go talk to him?
No.
Why not? He's famous.
He's a kook. Eat your lunch.
Oh, there you are, George. I've been looking for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dick. I was depressed, so I came over here.
Didn't realize you were that depressed.
Hi, Dick. What's up?
Just came over to ask George if you wanted to come home for lunch.
Right. Heaven forbid he should have anything over here.
That's okay. I'm not hungry, Dick.
George, you have to eat.
But not here. Right, Dick?
I didn't mean anything against the cafe, Kirk.
I thought I'd stay here for a while. I got tired of hearing the phone ring and you saying I wasn't there when I was. I thought if I wasn't there, you could say I wasn't there and I wouldn't be.
George, I'm sorry you have to go through this.
That's my own fault. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
How you doing, Kirk?
Hey, Kirk.
What's happening?
Come on, George, let's go.
Hey, I saw a space shuttle parked out front. Is that yours, George?
George, are you sure you don't want to go home?
What do you think those spacemen wanted with George, huh?
Well, they were probably looking for a higher form of intelligence and found George by mistake.
George, you don't have to put up with this.
They don't bother me, Dick.
Well, they bother me.
You know, maybe George is from outer space, huh?
He could be. He's always got that hat on. Maybe there's a couple of antennas under there.
He could be from out of this world. He's out of his mind.
Okay, that's it. I've heard enough out of you guys.
Oh, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Maybe he wants to teach you a lesson.
You better look out, Jack. That Stick Loudon the writer you're tangling with, he may have a pen.
Come on, Philip. Let's get out of here.
I want to see this.
I told you the man is a kook. Now move.
No, no one's leaving. I have something I want to say, and I want everybody to hear it. I don't care how big you are. And that includes you, and you, and you, Kirk. Look, I know why you're teasing George. There's something you don't understand, and so you make fun of it. Well, that makes sense. I mean, not to make fun of something like this requires things like character, sensitivity, brains. And George is an easy target. I mean, he can't prove that he saw something. But then you can't prove that he didn't, can you?
Well...
Shut up, Kirk. I don't know what George saw exactly. But even if he saw something as incredible as a flying saucer...
No, it was a cup.
Whatever, George. The point is, if he says he saw something, I'm not going to be stupid enough to say he didn't.
And for your information, there's nothing under my hat. I'm sorry, Dick. I just reached my limit.
What do you, say we get out of here?
Yeah, I could go for a pizza.
Great, let's split.
God, I love it when you come over.
Hi, George.
Hi, Dick.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
So weak.
Yeah. You know, I've been taking care of this inn for almost my whole life. And most of that time I've been alone. This is the first time that I ever really felt lonely.
You know, reporting what you saw took courage. And courage can sometimes be a lonely thing. But, I mean, at least you're not the first person to have gone through it, you know. I mean, imagine how Socrates and Joan of Arc felt.
I'm sorry, Dick. I've heard of those people, but I'm not sure what they did.
Well, they stood up for what they believed, and they were persecuted.
Did people call them nuts?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I can sympathize with that.
And they killed him.
Whoa.
Well, it's getting kind of cold. I better get back inside. You coming?
Not just yet, thanks. Dick, do you think there's any chance that whatever it was I saw will come back?
I have to tell you the truth, George. I don't think so. Oh, what the heck? Guess we can give it another 10 minutes.
Come on. Baby needs a new hotel.
I love games. I have a philosophy. It's not whether you win or lose. It's just important to have as much fun as you can.
Yeah, my philosophy is win or die. So, give me Marvin Gardens.
Would you mind watching the desk for a minute?
Where's Dick and Joanna?
In Dick's study being interviewed for the Sunday magazine.
Why?
Because Sunday magazine interviews interesting people in town, and they think that Dick and Joanna are interesting people.
They never interviewed me.
Maybe they don't think you're interesting.
Well, then I hate them.
Well, I'm going to serve them some coffee. Would you mind taking care of the desk in case anybody comes in?
Sure. All right.
Excuse me, could someone help us?
Yeah, she'll be back in a second.
I would have to say I don't think either of us have ever been happier.
I agree with Dick. The move to Vermont was the best thing we ever did.
Oh, and you should know Leslie Vanderkellen. This is Mrs. Vosper from the Weekly Horn.
Hello.
Hello. What do you do, Leslie?
Well, I work part-time for the Loudons as a maid, and I'm also studying at Dartmouth for my master's degree in Renaissance theology.
In her spare time, she's training to become a member of the United States Olympic ski team.
And if that isn't enough, she makes a heck of a cup of coffee.
Well, that's impressive.
Thank you. Let me know if you need anything. Nice meeting you.
Thank you, Leslie.
All that, and she's pretty, too.
Yes, Leslie's amazing.
No, Leslie's perfect.
Well, let's get back to you two. What do you like most about each other? Mrs. Loudon?
Oh, I don't know where to begin. Dick is so wonderful. He's kind and generous, fair, dedicated. He's handsome, creative and industrious, and, well, just about the best all-round guy in the world.
You just did better than Leslie. What do you like best about your wife?
Oh, that's easy. I would say that Joanna is a terrific homebody.
I left out that he has a great sense of humor.
Why, did I say something funny?
You said I was a homebody.
No, I said you were a terrific homebody.
Darling, that sounds like I'm somebody who's always home.
Well, you are.
Well, I may be home, but I'm always busy.
Well, then I guess I should have called you a busybody.
Dick?
No, really, I love it that you're satisfied, being around the house with no responsibilities.
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't mean no responsibilities, but I mean all your responsibilities are here at the inn and not out in the real world.
Sweetheart, I don't think that's right either.
Well, Joanna, what do you want me to say?
Well, I'd like you to make it clear to Mrs. Vosper that I don't sit around all day and knit.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I think I can explain. Well, in the first place, Joanna doesn't know how to knit. You don't really sew either, do you?
No, and thank you so much for clearing that up.
Mrs. Loudon, why don't you tell me what you do?
No, really, I'm much more interested in what Dick has to say.
She's teasing now. Oh, that's another quality I love about Joanna. She's a great teaser.
I'm not teasing.
She's teasing now.
Dick, quit stalling. Tell Mrs. Vosper what you think I do.
No, I don't know exactly what you do. I mean, how could I? I'm always working.
And I'm not?
Mrs. Loudon, for what it's worth, I'm on your side. I used to be home. I know what it's like. I admire any woman who chooses to stay there. The task is awesome.
Thank you, Mrs. Vosper.
In fact, I think you deserve an award. Personally, it drove me up the wall. The tedium, the endless days. I mean, how many soap operas can a person watch?
I don't watch soap operas.
Oh, I know. I didn't admit watching them either. The point is, I recognize your value. It takes a special kind of, metabolism to do what you do.
You mean a slower metabolism?
Joanna?
Like, say, a snake?
Honey, nobody said anything about snakes.
No, I think that's accurate, Dick. You know how slow my metabolism is. I only eat twice a year. Every March, I swallow a roast, and then I'm good until fall.
I'm sorry. Have I touched a nerve?
No, not at all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go out and lie on a rock.
You gotta watch her. She'll tease your pants off. George?
Yeah, Dick?
What are you doing?
I'm making faces in my plate.
That's what I thought.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
So, how did that interview you had go today?
It went fine. Joanna, I hate to ask you this, but do we have any gravy?
Do I sense a little tension in the air?
Everything is fine, Joy.
Oh, good.
You have your choice of gravies, dear. Beef, turkey, or giblet. Would you like some gravy, George?
No.
You know, Joanna, you can't stay mad at me forever.
You're probably right, but let's wait and see.
What was so terrible about what I said?
What was so terrible about what you said?
What did you say?
Nothing, George.
Dick called me a homebody.
Oh, that's terrible.
No, it isn't.
Then why aren't we having gravy?
He also said he doesn't know what I do all day.
Well, I know you do things.
Things? Let me tell you what I do. I run this inn for one thing. I make breakfast every morning for at least a dozen people. I check guests in and out. With Leslie's help, I dust, I clean, I iron. I also do the bookkeeping. I polish, I restore, I refinish.
Those are the kind of things I meant by things.
You know, I think I just realized why we bought this inn. We bought it so I could kill myself working, and you could walk through it every day and say, I love this inn.
I'd love some more meat.
What I was trying to say today is I don't notice what you do because people who are great at what they do always make it look so easy.
I don't know, maybe I'm just mad because I'm sensitive about it. I've always had other interests, at least till we moved here. Maybe deep down, I don't think what I'm doing is important enough.
Well, what do you want to do?
Maybe I could go back to school.
I think that's a terrific idea.
I'm too old.
That's true.
I am not. It's always been one of the regrets of my life that I never got my degree. I came so close.
What happened?
I met Dick.
Oh.
We were both working at the same ad agency in New York. He was a copywriter, and I was going to NYU and working part-time as a secretary. And when we got married, Dick quit his job to write, and I quit school so I could work full-time to support us. Not that I would have had it any other way.
Honey, if you want to go back to school or work outside the house, I mean, that's fine with me. But, I mean, you don't have to do those things to prove your worth to me. I've always thought of you as a bright, capable person who I've considered an equal and someone I could count on.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's sweet.
Now, would you make us some gravy?
There's a moral here, Dick.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's it.
You certainly look nice for your job interview.
Thank you.
I think it's important to make a good first impression.
I think so, too.
Then I'd get whatever that is off your tooth.
Oh, no. Oh, I wonder how long I've been walking around like this.
Oh, probably since you left your house this morning.
Mrs. Loudon?
Yes.
Hey, Roy Herzog.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Well, you all set?
I think so.
Okay, come on in.
Okay.
Have a seat there and make yourself comfortable. Listen, you don't mind if I have lunch while we talk, do you?
No, of course not. Go ahead.
And I hate doing this in front of you, but it's been one of those days. Stuff's piling up. I'm short a person. The telephone's ringing. I have to interview people. I mean, I'm really swamped. Oh, darn it.
What's the matter?
Cheese. Geez, I hate cheese. My wife knows I hate cheese. It seems like after you've been married for... I'm sorry, where was I?
You were saying you're really swamped.
Oh, yeah, well, you know how it is. Everybody wants to be a travel agent.
I'm sure you have to be very selective.
Yeah, well, we're a small office. We get a lot of repeat business. What in the hell is this? Do you know what that is?
Well, I'm not sure, but it smells good.
Yeah, well, then you take it. So, where was I?
You were saying it's a small office. You get a lot of repeat business.
All right. You know, this is really a great business, and I'll tell you why. You're fulfilling people's dreams, making them realize their fantasies by booking them to exotic lands and faraway places.
What's the bus fare to Dayton?
It's in your files. Listen, could you give me a cup of coffee, a sandwich, or something?
Sure.
Well, Mr. Herzog, the job certainly sounds exciting.
It does?
Yes,
Well, then can I be honest with you?
by all means.
You know, you've got a lot going for you.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you're bright, you're pretty, your printing's real good. Oh, I'll tell you, you'd make one heck of a travel agent.
Well, I'd certainly do my best.
But I'm not going to give you the job.
Why not?
Well, you hadn't worked in several years. You don't need the money. I'm afraid this is just a whim.
A whim? Mr. Herzog, I would never come looking for a job on a whim.
You wouldn't?
No. I'm not some young girl fresh out of school trying to find herself. I'm a mature woman. And whether or not my husband is able to support me doesn't diminish my desire or capacity or right to work.
Boy, that's a real good argument. I bet you'd be terrific here. I bet you'd catch on fast. I bet you'd get to work every day on time. It's just that I know you're going to quit in 2 weeks.
I'm not going to quit in 2 weeks.
You're not?
No. Mr. Herzog, I've always been interested in travel, and I'm not just saying that because you were the only ad in the paper.
Okay. Let me think. You're going to need a lot of training. It's taking a lot of supervision at first. It's going to take a lot of my time. So how soon could you quit and not make me crazy?
Mr. Herzog, I'm not going to quit. You have my word. I don't know what else I can say to make you believe me.
Okay, what the heck, you got the job.
I do?
You knew that the minute you came in here.
I didn't.
Yes, you did, you charmer, you. Come on, let me introduce you to everybody.
Oh, Mr. Herzog, I'm so thrilled I don't know what to say.
You're not thrilled, you knew. Betty, Frank, I want you to meet your new co-worker.
She got the job.
Come on, you knew I was going to hire her.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to get started.
Well, neither can we. That'll be your desk right here. Betty, I want you to set her up with everything. Get her some of those business cards and a calendar and what's that?
Staple remover.
Get her one of those. I want her desk all set up and ready for business first thing tomorrow morning. What if your husband gets sick?
Then I quit.
I knew that.
But otherwise, I'm here.
Okay, it's a deal.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow at 8.
We don't start till 10.
Then I'll take those 2 hours and memorize the globe.
Give me one of those.
All right, this game, I'm going to be the race car.
I'm the top hat.
Okay.
What's the matter, George?
I'm always the race car.
That's silly. Come on, let's get going.
Well, if it's silly, let him be the car.
Never.
I'm not going to play.
Good, it's just you and me, Leslie. The way it should always be.
I'm not playing unless you give George the race car.
Why can't the man be an iron or a shoe?
Because I'm always the race car.
Look, why don't you both be something else? What's the big deal?
All right, I'll be the top hat.
No way.
Look, okay, come on. Look, I'll be the Scotty, okay? Let's just get on with the game.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, you got the dice. You go first.
Guess what? I got a job.
3. 1, 2, 3. Baltic Avenue, $60. I'll buy it.
Well, I've told you. Guess I'll tell Dick. Dick? Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were busy.
Yeah,
I have something to tell you, but it can wait.
great.
Okay, that's enough waiting.
What are you doing?
Dick, you won't believe what I did this morning.
I don't believe what you did just now.
Dick, I've got a job.
You're kidding.
No. You are looking at a woman who from now on can take you to any city in the world, anytime you want to go, for practically nothing.
You got a job as a pilot?
No, Dick, I'm a travel agent.
Great, congratulations.
You're surprised, aren't you?
No?
You're a little surprised.
No?
Well, no matter how surprised you are, apparently there are some people out there in the real world who don't think I'm such a hopeless homebody after all.
Joanna, calling you a homebody was stupid.
No, it wasn't.
Well, it was thoughtless.
It may have been the biggest favor you ever did for me.
Okay, it was brilliant.
Don't you see? If you hadn't called me a homebody, I'd never have taken this job. Now, thanks to you, I'm going to be working with interesting people, doing stimulating things, getting paid for it. I don't have to be here all the time doing all those routine things, like bookkeeping, taking reservations, and talking with the guests, listening to the sound of you typing, knowing you're in the next room if I ever want to talk, taking long walks with you on the spur of the moment, and, just generally doing all those things that I love to do. Oh, Dick.
Oh, honey.
I'm such a dope.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am, for listening to you.
Oh.
I mean, for listening to you and not listening to myself. Darn it, I like what I do here. I like taking care of this place and you and the guests. I like my life the way it is.
Are you saying you like being a homebody?
I hate that word.
You're right, it's a disgusting word.
Don't you understand? When you call me a homebody, it means you think I'm somebody who doesn't want to do anything.
No, it doesn't. When I call you a homebody, it means somebody who does a lot. It's just that you do it at home. Somebody who doesn't do anything at home is called a sloth. Welcome home.
Nice to be back. Oh.
Now, first thing in the morning, you call the travel agency and you tell them you change your mind.
Oh, God.
Now, what's the matter?
Oh, you don't understand. I practically begged Mr. Herzog for that job. He didn't want to hire me because he said I'd quit in 2 weeks.
Well, he's wrong. You're going to quit before you even start.
It's not funny, Dick. This is exactly what he said would happen. He even accused me of being there on a whim. Can you imagine that?
I have to be careful how I answer this.
Well, there's just one thing I can do. I'm going to have to hold my head up high, march into his office tomorrow morning, and make an utter fool of myself.
Honey, I know you can do it.
Dick, I feel funny about this. Maybe you should just wait in the car.
Look, Joanna, this is as much my fault as it is yours. I think we should face it together.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like you all to meet my husband, Dick. Honey, this is Betty and Frank.
Hi. Hi.
Did you come down to watch the first day?
Well, I came down to watch the beginning of it.
Oh, Dick, look.
Joanna, a name plaque is no reason to take a job you don't want.
Morning!
That's him.
Remember, be strong, and I'll be right here.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Hello, Mr. Herzog. I'd like you to meet my husband, Dick.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
We're sure impressed with Joanna. We're looking forward to having her here.
Well, I know she's looking forward to being here.
Mr. Herzog, could I speak to you privately for a moment?
Oh, certainly. My office or yours? Come on in. Have a seat. Tell you one thing, you sure do look pretty today. You're quitting, aren't you?
Oh, no. No.
Then what did you want to talk to me about?
Well, the job and not taking it.
You're quitting.
I'm not quitting. I'm not starting.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Darn, 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 darn.
Don't be upset.
Rats, big, stupid rats.
I know how this must look.
Rats!
I really do appreciate you giving me this job.
Yo, thanks a lot for coming in.
It's just that things have changed since yesterday. Oh, God, I feel like such an idiot.
You're an idiot.
I can understand you're being angry, and I don't blame you. I just wish there was some way I could show you how sorry I am.
How about hanging yourself?
Do you have cats?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you all right?
I'm sorry. I got like that.
That's okay.
You made a mistake. You're human. We're all human.
Thank you for being understanding. I just don't know what to do.
Just say we'll be friends. Say it!
Oh, we'll be friends.
Now get out.
Ah, there you are. How'd it go?
Let's just say it's over.
What do you mean?
I won't be taking the job after all.
Oh, no, really? Oh, what a disappointment. You owe me $10.
Let's go.
I'm sorry the way I acted in there.
That's okay.
I really feel terrible about it. I just want you both to know if you ever want to take a trip any place at all, just give us a call. We'll set you up real nice.
Well, that's really sweet. Thanks.
If they call, send them someplace with bats.
Hi, honey. Morning, George.
Hi.
Breakfast will be ready in a minute.
We were just talking about that thunderstorm last night.
Oh, I love thunderstorms. They're so beautiful and they leave everything so fresh and clean.
Nature stinks.
What's the matter, Kirk?
What's the matter? Did anyone notice we had a thunderstorm last night?
Yeah, we were just saying how much we enjoyed it.
Really? Well, thanks to the excellent drainage and sloping landscape of your property, my cafe is now underwater.
Would you like some breakfast?
Well, either that or we all could put on scuba gear and eat over at my place.
Can't be that bad.
The floor is flooded.
Flooded?
Well, they're puddles.
That sounds like a leaky roof to me.
Me too.
What are you trying to do? Weasel out of paying damage to my cafe?
Hey, it's a leaky roof. It's not our fault.
Then lend me the money to fix the roof.
That's not our fault either.
Okay, then let's talk about something else. Okay, Leslie, how about you and I going out tonight?
What time?
Why do you want to know what time?
So I'll know when to be ready.
What is this, some sort of a cruel joke? You never go out with me.
Because I'm always busy, but tonight I'm not. So, what time do you want to go out?
I don't know. I'm totally unprepared for this.
How about 7?
Fine. I'll just break the date I already have and I'll see you at 7.
If you have a date tonight, why don't we go out tomorrow?
Fantastic. Come on, Dick. In your study. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on.
Kirk, why'd you drag me in here?
Leslie's finally going out with me. This is the happiest day of my life. I thought you'd want to share it with me and loan me money.
I'm not loaning you any money.
Look, I can understand you're not loaning me money for a roof. I mean, that's got to cost at least $1,000. But a date, Dick, I'm talking maybe half that.
You want $500 for a date with Leslie?
Look, this may be my only chance to win Leslie.
How can you spend $500 on a date?
Well, first of all, there's dinner at the finest restaurant I can find. I think it's a safe guess that may be out of town. So, we have to consider transportation, maybe airfare.
Did you ever think the thing that might appeal to Leslie would be simple, unpretentious fun?
No. The only way I'm going to win Leslie is to prove to her I have the class and sophistication to fit into her world. And with your money, I think I can pull it off.
I'll give you $20, and that's it.
$300.
We're not negotiating. $20, take it or leave it.
And it's 20. I'll get the rest by selling my car and all my blood.
Look, I know there's no point in my saying this, but just try to keep this date in perspective.
You're saying don't expect her to marry me?
Yeah.
If she does, will you be my best man?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, we don't accept pets. We do accept children, yes. Well, I can appreciate that you think of your pets as your children, but we don't accept pets of any kind. Except seeing eye dogs. I don't believe there's any such thing as a seeing eye cat. I'll tell you what, there's a very nice kennel in town. Well, you can call them, but I don't think they take people. But you can try. You're welcome. Goodbye.
Dick, I couldn't help overhearing that you don't allow pets. Do my fish count?
No, George, you live here. Besides, people don't usually travel with their fish.
That's true. Fish tie you down.
Hey, guys, we just found this in the basement. What do you think?
I think that's a good place for it.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, excuse me. Could somebody help me? I'm looking for the young man that runs the cafe next door.
Isn't he there?
I looked, but the place seemed deserted.
That isn't necessarily a reason to give up.
What do you want him for?
He's my grandson.
Kirk is your grandson?
Yeah.
You're Kirk's grandmother?
I see I've fallen in with smart people.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. I'm Joanna Loudon, and this is my husband, Dick.
Oh,
hello.
And our caretaker, George.
Oh, thank you.
And our maid, Leslie.
Blanche Devane.
You're welcome to wait here for Kirk. Would you like to sit down?
Oh, thank you. I walked all the way from the bus station. My dogs are killing me.
How about a cold drink?
Oh, thank you.
Gee, I'm surprised Kirk wasn't there if he was expecting you.
Oh, he didn't know. I decided to just pop in on him. I was sitting in my house in the living room.
Where are you from?
Montana.
Oh, where about?
You know Montana?
No.
Well, to save time, let's just say Montana. I was sitting in my house looking out the window, and there was nothing out there but Montana, and I said, I'm getting out of here.
This is really something. We've never met any of Kirk's relatives.
Count your blessings.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, how is Kirk? I haven't seen him in 8, 9 years.
He's fine.
You like him?
Yeah, we like him.
Oh, good. You know, Kirk never had a lot of friends when he was a kid.
Oh, he died.
You see, he went through this phase where he lied about everything, and that turns everybody off. But he just needed a lot of direction, and I was in no position to give it to him.
Well, you probably felt that was his parents' job.
No, I was in prison.
I'm sorry.
Well, it isn't really as bad as it sounds. I was seeing this retired gentleman. He had no way to get any place, and he didn't like to depend on other people. So to kind of cheer him up, I pinched a Lincoln.
Who left me a note saying my grandmother is here?
Your grandmother, Einstein.
Grandma?
Get over here. Hug me.
Oh. What are you doing here?
I came to see my favorite grandson.
You came here all by yourself? That's wonderful. You look great.
Oh, you think so? I've been thinking I kind of let myself go.
Doesn't she look great?
Absolutely.
Oh, cut it out now. I really ought to have called you first, but I thought it'd be more fun to surprise you. I hope you haven't got any plans for tonight. You sure I'm not putting you off dropping in this way?
Are you kidding? You're my grandmother. I love having you here. Where are you staying?
Kirk, she's probably planning to stay with you.
Where do you live?
Behind my cafe.
How much are your rooms here?
They charge $35 to $55.
Well, I guess I could swing a 35.
Absolutely not. We wouldn't hear of it. You are welcome to stay here as our guest.
Oh, in that case, give me a $55.
Well, this is great. My favorite grandma's here. She's staying with my best friends. I'm the happiest guy in the world. Dick, could I talk to you for just a second?
What is it now, Kirk?
My grandmother came on the night I have a date with Leslie.
Reschedule it.
I can't. She's already here.
I meant reschedule the date.
Do you know how long I've waited for this? The first time I had a date with Leslie, you took her skiing and fell on her. Now you want me to postpone this. I'm not doing it, Dick. I'm 2 hours away from the most important night of my life. I've got to seize it while it's here.
Well, just explain to your grandmother you have plans for tonight and you'll see her tomorrow.
You're saying go out there to my grandmother? To the woman who practically raised me? Who was the guiding light of my childhood? Who, whenever I had a problem, I could always talk to or write to if she was in jail? And who always knew what was best for me? You're saying go out to that woman and say, hey, Grandma, I can't be with you tonight. I have a date. Could you say that to your grandmother?
I guess not.
Well, I'm going to say it to mine. Grandma, could I talk to you?
You can always talk to me.
Here's the deal. You see that girl over there?
You mean Leslie?
Right. I have the same feelings for her that you had for that Marine that one time.
No kidding.
Yeah. And the thing is, we're doing something tonight that I've been planning for a long, long time. And the thing is...
Yeah?
And the thing is... And the thing is, I'd be really happy if you'd agree to join us.
Of course I'll join you. What else am I going to do?
Will this be all right?
Actually, that would be better.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you'd like to move again, just let me know.
Boy, I bet the food is good here. Do you two come here often?
No, I've heard about this place, but I've never been here before.
Well, I wanted this night to be special. And this is just the beginning. Wait till you see what's coming.
Kirk, I hope you haven't planned anything too extravagant.
Too extravagant? Time is too precious not to live every minute to the fullest. I just can't believe after all these months I finally have you all to myself. How you doing, Grandma?
Don't worry about me.
Okay. Leslie, I know there have been a lot of times when I seemed like a lunatic, you know, coming on to you and embarrassing you in front of other people. I guess I thought that you were so great that I felt insecure by comparison.
Kirk, I think I understand why you act the way you do. You don't have to explain.
Mr. Devane, this is the wine you ordered.
Fine.
When did you order wine?
Well, actually, I took the liberty of ordering a special dinner in advance, and I selected the wine at the same time.
All right.
Thank you.
How is it?
It's fine.
Good. I think when you have a nice fancy meal like this, a little booze is the perfect accent.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a toast to Leslie. May I have a lifetime to make you as happy as you've made me tonight.
Is that a harp?
I think I'll go check on our dinner. Remind the chef that it's now dinner for 3, if you'll excuse me.
I'm having a good time. How about you?
Me too.
You seem like a nice girl, Leslie. You're pretty, you're bright, you're poised. So, what is it with you and Kirk?
What do you mean?
I mean, how would you define your relationship?
We're good friends.
Friends, okay. So that means either you're very serious about him and you're shy, or you don't care a fig and you're polite.
I'm very fond of Kirk.
That sounds polite.
It's not that I don't think Kirk is really a terrific guy.
Yeah, but would you marry him?
There's a difference between liking someone and marrying him. But it doesn't mean that we still can't have a nice evening.
It's okay. I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I just brought it up because ever since we sat down here, I had this tremendous need to cut through the crap. Now that I get the feel of things, it's fine, and we can sit back and enjoy ourselves.
Our dinner should be out any second.
Forget the food. Let's go.
What?
Let's go. This whole thing is a waste of time.
What are you talking about?
This whole production, the food, the wine, the hop. You're doing it to win this girl. This girl isn't interested in you.
I went to check on our food. What happened?
Your grandmother asked about our relationship, and I said we were friends.
Friends, you hear that? You know what that means, don't you? That means we could have gone for tacos.
I can't believe this is happening. I was gone for 2 minutes.
What difference does it make? You've got a lot of expensive food coming. Let's get out while we can.
Kirk, maybe it would be better if we went home now.
What about our date?
Kirk, if you can't catch anything, cut the bait.
Sir, your pheasant with cherries flambé is ready.
Dude, put it on ice. We're leaving.
I beg your pardon?
No, we don't want to take it back.
No, we can't take it back. It's on fire.
We'll wheel it around the room a couple of times. Somebody will want it. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Grandma!
Come on, before they charge us for the wine.
Say, Joanna, this really looks good. Did I ever tell you that one of my favorite meals is pork chops?
Yes, you have, George. That's why I made them.
Oh. Yeah, my mother used to make the best pork chops. She bought them at this little store in town. It's not there anymore.
Well, these came from John Mason down the road. You know, he finally slaughtered that big pig of his, so these ought to really be fresh.
They slaughtered Phil?
You knew the pig?
I've known Phil for years. I used to feed him kernels of corn every time I went by there.
Well, dig in.
I can't eat this.
What are you talking about?
Phil was like a friend. I don't feel right eating him.
George, the only reason that pigs exist is for people to eat them.
Well, I'm not eating this one.
Well, now that you're talking about it, I don't think I can either.
Now I can't eat them.
What smells so good?
Phil.
What are you two doing back so early, and where's Leslie?
She went up to her room to change.
What happened? I thought you were all going out to dinner.
We didn't have dinner.
Are those pork chops?
Yes. Would you like some? I seem to have made more than we need.
Well, sure, I could eat a couple.
Here you go.
Oh, sit down. Stop acting like your whole world had come to an end.
It has.
It has not.
What happened?
My grandma stuck her nose in where it didn't belong and ruined the whole evening.
Oh, give me a break. All I did was show him he didn't have a chance with Leslie. I'm trying to get him to face reality. I'm doing you a favor, you big dope.
I didn't ask you to do me a favor. I didn't even ask you to come.
He didn't mean that.
Oh, sure he did. He's mad. I'd be mad, too. But right is right. What else have we got here? Are those potatoes?
Well, as long as I'm not eating, I think I'll go check on Kirk. Kirk, I'm not sure of all that's going on tonight. But, are you okay?
You know what drives me crazy, Dick? My grandmother's right. She's always right. I know now I don't have a chance with Leslie.
People have been telling you that for months. I told you, Joanna told you, Leslie told you.
Yeah, but none of you is my grandmother.
I'm not sure I follow.
Everybody has to have something to trust. For some people, it's their faith. For other people, it's their instincts. For me, it's that rotten little car thief in the other room. She's just always known what's best for me. And if she tells me I'm kidding myself about Leslie, then I guess it's time to admit it.
Well, I think I'll fix myself a peanut butter sandwich.
Kirk, I know this evening didn't turn out the way you planned. I'm sorry.
Well, except for not getting any dinner and having my dreams shattered, it wasn't so bad.
Maybe we can go out some other time.
I don't think so, Leslie. I'm giving you up.
Oh.
I'm admitting there's no future between us, and I'm getting on with my life.
I think that's good, Kirk.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now it's really over.
Kirk, I never said I didn't like you. I always wanted to be your friend.
Big whip. Who needs friends?
Come on, Kirk. Everybody needs friends.
Well, okay. I guess I could use one.
If it means anything to you, I've always been flattered by your attention.
What are you doing? I thought this was over.
It is.
I figured I'd come out and test the waters. If you still want to be cross with me, I can go upstairs.
No, that's okay.
You think I was too rough on you tonight?
I always think you're too rough on me.
You know why I do it, don't you?
Yeah, because you're mean.
So how would you like your old grandma to walk you home?
Sure.
Say, Dick and Joanna, they're such nice people. How long do you think I can stay here before they start charging me?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kirk.
Hi, Kirk.
What's up?
Not a thing. What's up with you?
I just thought I'd take a break from my cafe and come over for a Roll and coffee?
You don't have rolls at your cafe?
Not fresh. Oh, by the way, have you heard who Rosalie at the paint store is fooling around with?
No, I haven't.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out from someone else. See ya.
Say, Kirk, before you go, could I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Where do you get your clothes?
Why?
Well, I was just thinking what a snazzy dresser you are.
Gee, thanks, George. Coming from you, that's... Well, thanks.
I wish I could look better. I never get any compliments on the way I dress.
Hard to believe.
George, people have to dress for the kind of work they do.
Leslie's right. You're a caretaker, so naturally you're dressed in overalls. She's a maid, so of course she's in designer jeans and cashmere sweaters.
I don't even know how to get clothes like you wear.
Well, you have to ask.
Can I have some of your clothes?
Don't do that. I meant you have to ask at a store.
I do ask, but every time I say I need shirts and pants, they always show me something sturdy.
George, if you like Kirk's clothes, why don't you ask him to go shopping with you?
Oh, he wouldn't do that.
Sure he would.
No, he wouldn't.
Sure he would.
Why?
Look at all the things that George has done for you. He's helped you clean your cafe. He's patched a roof when it leaked. He's fixed your appliances. He's repaired plumbing. He's pruned your trees. You owe him.
George, how about if I take you shopping?
You'd do that?
Well, you've done a lot of favors for me. I guess I can do this for you.
Gee, thanks. Can we go right now?
Well, just let me lock up the cafe. I'll meet you back here.
Great!
Hey, Kirk. Thanks.
I'll take him shopping for 10 minutes, but then we're even.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm a real golf fanatic.
It'll be great having you as our fourth. Ever since old Wally passed away, we've been looking for someone to take his place.
I hope you mean on the golf course. Oh, you remember Leslie Vanderkellen?
No, don't believe we do. But nice seeing you again.
Nice seeing you.
Well, then it's all set. Tee-off is at 9 tomorrow.
We'll pick you up at 8:30.
I can't wait. And you're sure there's no problem with joining the club?
No, it's privately owned, but anybody can join. They've only turned down one person in the whole history of the club.
Great, well, see you in the morning.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Where's Joanna?
Upstairs.
Joanna!
What, honey?
Jim Dixon and Chester Wanamaker asked me to play golf with them tomorrow.
Oh, that's wonderful. You've been looking for somebody to play golf with ever since we moved up here.
Yeah, they play at Maple Knolls. It's supposed to be one of the most popular courses in the state.
Really tough, huh?
No, really easy.
Well, say goodbye to the old George Utley.
Where is the old George Utley going?
Kirk's going to help me pick out some new clothes. I want to look just like Kirk.
Why?
Because Kirk is a snazzy dresser.
George is right. Kirk is a good dresser.
Are you going to play golf, Dick?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, I think what Dick is looking forward to as much as anything is getting to be with some of the guys in town.
You know, I think it's important that men get together sometimes and do men things.
So do I.
Ready to go shopping, George?
Yep. Let's go. Hey.
Oh, this is really nice.
Well, we think so.
There's a club room here where you can sit afterwards and have a cold drink or watch TV.
Oh, this is going to be great. You know, I have to tell you, I've been looking forward to this ever since you came by yesterday.
Well, a man's got to get out of the house once in a while.
Yeah, wives are fine, but how long can you talk about dieting and bargains?
Well, I have to admit, I do hunger for real conversation.
Hey, how about those Red Sox?
Well, they're looking good, but I still think it's going to be Baltimore's year.
Not without Weaver.
Oh, Weaver doesn't hit or pitch. The Orioles still have the horses.
See, that's just what I mean. I love that kind of talk.
Sorry I'm late. I stopped on the way to pick up a six-pack of beer for later.
I love beer.
Oh, Doc, we'd like you to meet Dick Loudon. This is Doc Owen.
Dick? Doc?
This is the fourth member of our little group.
Is Doc a nickname or are you real Doc?
No, I'm really a doctor, Dick.
GP or a surgeon?
Professor. I have a PhD in English literature.
Oh.
Oh, you know, Dick's a writer. You two have a lot in common.
Yeah, I write the books and you read them.
Sure is a small world.
Well, we better get out there. We don't want to miss our start time.
Say, Dick, did they tell you we play for money?
What's that?
It's small stakes, just to make it interesting.
Nobody said anything about gambling.
Oh, well, I wouldn't call it gambling. We play for $5 a hole. You lose the hole, you lose $5. But if you win the hole, you win $15.
Well, I only got $40 on me. I mean, at $5 a hole, I could lose...
Oh, hardly anything. Look, if you win 4 holes and lose 14, you're only down $10. But if you win 5 holes and lose 13, then you're up $10. Of course, if you win 6 holes and lose 12...
Is $40 going to be enough?
Plenty.
Great, let's go.
Besides, even if you do lose, you're still ahead because the winner buys lunch.
Great.
Oh, and we pay another $1 to the guy who hits the longest drive.
Right.
And sinks the longest putt.
And if you wind up in a trap, it'll cost you 50 cents.
And 50 more if you take more than one shot to get out.
You guys take credit cards?
Hey, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was pleased with my putting today.
I can't believe it.
Oh, come on, Dick, cheer up.
But I told you, I'm not a gambler.
Well, what's the big deal?
The big deal is you said you played for small stakes.
We do.
Then how come I won $233?
Hey, you were burning up the course today.
No, I wasn't.
Looked that way to us.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I've shot better than a 98.
Hey. I think we've been hustled.
We should have known we were in trouble when he won the driving contest.
Look, I really feel badly about this. I wish you'd let me give you back your money and we'll call it even.
Oh, come on. It's no big thing.
But I feel like maybe I caught you on a bad day.
Bad day? Are you kidding? 114 is my best score ever.
Really?
You were consistent, too, Chester. Twin 57s.
Look, I'd really feel better if you take your money back.
Now, Dick, we can't let you do that. You won it fair and square. Besides, we have no intention of letting you leave here with all of it.
What are you talking about?
We plan to win it back at poker.
Poker?
Yeah, we play poker after golf. It's a tradition.
Look, I really don't like to gamble.
But it's a tradition. We've been doing it for 10 years.
Well, not gambling is a tradition with me. I've been doing it all my life.
Dick, you got $233 of our money. Are you saying you're not going to give us a chance to win it back?
No, I'm not saying that.
Then what are you saying?
I can only play till 5:30.
What's wrong with what I'm wearing?
It's stupid. That's what's wrong with it.
I'm going to ask Joanne.
Fine. You ask Joanna.
What's going on?
Would you please do me a favor and tell George that he looks like a boob?
Quit calling me that.
What is going on with you two?
Is there anything wrong with what I'm wearing?
No, not if you're 4. But if you're a grown man, it's pathetic.
I was talking to Joanna. Kirk's upset because I'm wearing my new turtleneck.
I'm upset because you're wearing it with your overalls. Any fool knows it goes with the brown cords.
Well, if you know that, then you must be the fool.
He's just wearing it around the house.
No, he's not. He came over to the cafe this way and announced in front of the whole room, "Look at the clothes Kirk picked out for me." God, it was humiliating. I thought the person that was there was going to leave.
I like my new turtleneck, and I like it with my overalls.
Okay, if you know so much about clothes, what are you going to wear with the brown cords?
The blue plaid shirt.
Oh, puke.
Kirk, I'm making a salad.
Would you just stop making such a big deal about this and go change?
No.
Then I never want to see you again.
Well, that's too bad, because I'm coming over to your cafe for dinner tonight, and I'm wearing this.
Yeah, I'm not going to serve you.
Well, I'm going to stay there anyway.
Yeah? You can sit there till you rot! I can't believe how childish he's being.
Why are you making such a big deal about this?
Because I helped George pick out his clothes. The way George dresses is a reflection of me, just like the way Dick dresses is a reflection of you. Why do I suddenly feel better? What is this, dress funny day?
I was out playing golf.
How'd it go?
Fine.
You're home late?
Yeah, we hung out at the club for a little while afterwards.
What club is that?
Maple Knolls.
Maple Knolls? That's pretty exclusive, isn't it?
No, why?
I tried to join once and they turned me down.
Really?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter anyway. I've always thought of golf as a sissy game.
Get out.
I'm going.
Are the guys nice?
Yeah, they're nice guys.
You seem a little hesitant. What's the matter?
I found out they're gamblers.
Serious gamblers?
They are now.
What do you mean?
I won $703.
You won $703 playing golf?
No, I won $233 playing golf. I won $470 playing poker.
What are you doing playing poker?
Trying to lose the $283 I won at golf. Joanna, you wouldn't believe these guys. They play every Saturday. They are the worst golfers you've ever seen. The only thing they're worse at than golf is cards.
I want to talk about what you're going to do with $703.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
If it bothers you, why don't you give the money back?
Because guys don't give money back. They've won from other guys.
Why not?
They just don't.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense to you because you're a woman.
Before you apologize, tell me what you're talking about.
There are certain things that guys do and don't do. It's like a code that guys live by.
A code?
All right, for example, a guy would never insult another guy by giving him back money he'd won from him. Or like when guys go out to eat. I mean, guys would never think of splitting the check. Guys would never think of stopping a car for directions. They'd rather just drive around for an hour saying, "Trust me."
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is if I want these guys to have their money back, I'm going to have to let them win it back.
You can't just keep it and not play anymore?
No.
Explain that one.
You always give a guy a second chance. That's like the golden rule of guys.
Then what's the problem?
The problem is I can't let him know I'm letting him win it back.
The code again?
Yeah.
What is that, like a subheading?
Look, Joanna, you can go ahead and make fun of this, but this is real important to me. I mean, I'm telling you what guys think. If you want to be one of the guys. And if you want to be one of the guys, you don't break the code.
It's hell being a guy, isn't it, Dick?
It's no picnic.
Could you do me a favor, honey, and open the bottle of wine for dinner?
Sure. Where's the corkscrew?
Being a guy, I thought you just want to pull it out with your teeth.
Hey. Now, don't take it so hard, Dick. Last week was your week. This week was ours.
I was really lousy today.
Come on, Dick. You can't get lucky and shoot a 98 every week.
7 more weeks of this, and we'll win all our money back.
Oh, I don't know if it'll take that long. With the way my luck is running, I could lose it all today. We're still going to play cards, right?
Oh, sure.
Oh, why waste time? Let's go.
Oh, good. The table is free.
I want my lucky chair.
I'll deal.
All right, I'll pass out the chips.
How long can you stay this week?
As long as it takes. 20 for you, 20 for you, and 20 for you, and with the $90 I lost today, that leaves me with only $610.
Okay, this is 5-card draw. Jacks are better to open.
Wow. Great, here we go. Andy?
Ante up. It's to you, Dick.
I'll open for $1.
I fold.
What are you doing?
We figured you had a good hand.
You did this last time. You give up too soon. You have to keep drawing cards to get a better hand.
Sounds risky, Dick.
We're gambling.
Well, take it easy, Dick. We'll play another hand.
Right, okay, it's my deal. Same game, and just try to think about what you're doing.
You been to Las Vegas, Dick?
Yeah.
Who did you see?
Steve and Edie.
Is that puppet and stripper act?
Okay, it's to you, Doc.
I can't open.
I can't open.
Well, I can't open.
All right, I'll open for $1. And no one fold. Doc, how many you want?
3.
2.
3.
And I'll get by with these. Okay, I'll bet $2.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Me too.
Got a pair of jacks.
I don't have anything.
Me either.
Me either.
Then why did you stay in?
We thought that was what you wanted us to do.
You got mad when we folded.
I don't believe this.
It's okay, Dick. It's only a couple of dollars.
A couple of dollars? It's $600. I mean, how can you do this?
Do what?
How can you gamble? You don't know how to play poker and you don't know how to play golf.
Hey, wait a minute, Dick. We beat you today at golf.
You beat me because I shot 132. And even at that, I beat Chester.
Well, I had hay fever, Dick.
Look, I'm trying to give you a chance to win back your money, but how can I give you a chance when you're playing like jerks?
We're sorry, Dick.
We'll try to play better.
Look, you can't play better, and I don't think I can play any worse. We're just going to have to find a game that requires no skill at all.
What about bridge?
Look, I tell you what, why don't we just cut for high card, the whole $600, me against the three of you.
Is this something you're good at?
There's no such thing as being good at this. Who's going to cut for you?
Well, who feels lucky?
It doesn't matter. Pick someone.
I think I do.
All right, fine. It's me against Chester, $600, double or nothing. If I lose, you get all your money back, split between you.
Good luck, Chester.
Chester, cut.
9.
King.
Does that mean we owe you $1,200?
For now, but I'm going to lose. Don't you see? I'm going to lose eventually. It's the law of averages. All right, cut again.
Jack.
Queen.
Get out your calculator, Jim.
It's $2,400. All right. Cut again.
Hey, wait a minute, Nick. $2,400 is a lot of money.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to lose. Cut.
You cut first.
4.
2.
$4,800.
Why don't we just write him a check and get out of it while we can?
I don't have that kind of money.
I don't want your money. I want you to keep cutting.
Sure, who wouldn't?
7.
King.
$9,600.
My wife will kill me.
No, she won't. Cut.
I'm getting out of here.
No one's getting out of here until I lose all my money. Now sit down and cut.
He's a madman.
Cut.
8.
10.
$19,200.
That's more than I make in a year.
Don't worry about it.
I have children to put through school.
I was thinking of retiring.
Cut!
7.
10.
$38,400.
That's it. I'll have to sell my house.
No, you won't.
Have mercy, Dick.
Cut!
5.
3. Finally.
3.
3?
We won.
Thank God.
We won.
I can't believe it. Dick owes us $38,000.
No, I don't. It's double or nothing. Now it's nothing.
You mean we don't get anything?
You get your $600 back. That was the whole point. Now, why don't you take it and go buy some golf lessons?
Where are you going?
Home to my wife.
Well, we don't understand.
Look, the only reason I did this was to be one of the guys, but it's no fun being one of the guys with guys who are as lousy at being guys as you are.
Are you saying you don't want to play poker anymore?
I'm saying I don't want to play poker anymore. I don't want to play golf anymore. I don't even want to be a guy anymore. There's my share of lunch.
He sure is different from old Wally.
I know. Wally used to clean us out every week, and he never got mad.
Hi, honey.
Hi. What are you doing?
Just writing a letter.
I'm gonna go upstairs and shower.
How'd it go?
Great, I lost $38,000.